Imagine everything you thought you knew about the creation of humanity was wrong. What if Eve wasn't the first woman? What if there was another? Someone who was erased, cast out, and demonized? Who was Lilith? Why did her story vanish from the sacred texts? And most importantly, what does this shocking revelation mean for us today? Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you won't see the story of Adam and Eve the same way again. Before we dive into this thrilling exploration, I want to ask you something. Have you ever felt like the truth you seek is hidden in plain sight? Like there's more to the story than what's being told? If that resonates, you're in the right place. Take a moment now to hit the subscribe button, like this video, and comment below. Why? Because here, we dive deeper into the untold stories of faith, the mysteries that most people overlook, and the lessons that will leave you absolutely stunned. Let's begin where it all starts. Genesis, the first book of the Bible. Most people know the familiar tale. God creates Adam from the dust of the earth, and then, seeing Adam is alone, he forms Eve from Adam's rib. This is the foundation of countless teachings about relationships, gender roles, and humanity itself. But what if there's more to the story? What if the truth has been hidden in plain sight? Let me take you deeper into the ancient texts, ones rarely discussed in mainstream teachings. In Jewish mysticism and ancient folklore, there's a chilling alternative narrative. The Alphabet of Ben Sira, a medieval text, introduces a woman named Lilith. According to this account, God didn't create Eve first. Instead, he formed Lilith, a woman made from the same dust as Adam. Here's where things take a shocking turn. Lilith was not submissive. She refused to bow to Adam's authority, claiming they were equal since they were made from the same material. Can you imagine the uproar in the Garden of Eden? Adam demanded obedience. Lilith demanded freedom. Their conflict escalated until Lilith, enraged and defiant, uttered the unspeakable name of God, a name so powerful it gave her the ability to flee Eden entirely. But where did she go? And what happened next? The story grows darker here. Lilith, having left Eden, finds herself alone. According to legend, she encounters demons and becomes one of them, a figure associated with night, seduction, and destruction. But why was she demonized? Why did the narrative paint her as evil rather than a woman seeking independence? Is this about more than just Lilith and Adam? Could this be a reflection of how society treats those who refuse to conform? Here's the unsettling part. Lilith's name began to vanish from religious texts. Her story was deliberately excluded, almost as if her existence threatened the established order. But why? If Lilith's story was erased, how do we even know about her? Surprisingly, there are breadcrumbs scattered throughout history. The prophet Isaiah references screech owls, or night creatures, in some translations of Isaiah 34 verse 14. In the original Hebrew, the word is Lilith. Even in the Talmud, rabbinical writings speak of a figure that aligns with Lilith, someone who preys on the vulnerable, yet whose origins suggest something far more complex. Is it possible these references are not warnings about an evil demon but echoes of a story long buried? Let's compare Lilith and Eve. Lilith demanded equality, but Eve was described as a helper. Eve, taken from Adam's rib, is often interpreted as secondary. Lilith, on the other hand, was made from the same earth as Adam, a true equal. Could Lilith's erasure have been intentional, a way to silence a narrative that challenged the norms? Now, here's something that will send chills down your spine. Many ancient cultures have stories of a rebellious woman cast out by the gods. The Sumerians spoke of a similar figure, Inanna. The Babylonians had Ishtar. Could Lilith be part of a larger, hidden tradition of powerful women whose stories were suppressed? You might be wondering, why does this matter now? Lilith's story isn't just about ancient texts. It's about how we understand freedom, equality, and rebellion against oppression. What if Lilith wasn't evil but misunderstood? What if her defiance wasn't rebellion but a fight for justice? Pause and think about this. How many times throughout history have powerful women been vilified simply for standing their ground? Lilith's story mirrors struggles that echo even today. Here's where things take an unexpected twist. In some modern interpretations, Lilith isn't seen as a villain, but as a symbol of empowerment. Feminists have reclaimed her story, viewing her not as a demon, but as a figure of strength. But could there be a deeper spiritual significance? Could Lilith's fall and subsequent demonization mirror humanity's own struggle with sin and redemption? What if Lilith's story, instead of being erased, was meant to teach us something profound? Let's go back to Genesis for a moment. If Lilith was the first woman, why did God allow her to leave? Could her departure have been part of a divine plan? Some scholars suggest that Lilith's role was to reveal the dangers of pride and discord. Others argue her story highlights the importance of free will. But here's a chilling thought. What if Lilith's rebellion paved the way for Eve's creation, not as a replacement, but as a second chance? Here's the most haunting question of all. If Lilith fled Eden, where did she go? According to folklore, she still roams the earth. Some say she preys on the weak, while others claim she's a protector of the outcast. But what if she's something more? Could Lilith's story still be unfolding, her influence shaping the world in ways we can't yet understand? The idea sends shivers down the spine, doesn't it? Now, the question falls to you. Who was Lilith? Was she a villain or a victim? A demon or a symbol of strength? And perhaps the most important question of all, why has her story been hidden for so long? If Lilith's tale challenges everything we know about creation, what else might we be missing? The story of Lilith is not just a tale of rebellion or demonization. It's a story that forces us to confront deep questions about equality, power, and the narratives we choose to believe. But this is just the beginning. Lilith's story doesn't end here. In fact, it might not have an end at all. So, what do you think? Was Lilith the first woman? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if this story has left you questioning everything you thought you knew, hit that like button and subscribe for more shocking revelations. Until next time, keep questioning, keep exploring, and never stop seeking the truth. Don't forget to share this video with someone who loves exploring the mysteries of ancient texts. Who knows? It might just change the way they see the world.